Hello guys, it's Nilay. It's January 2025 and I've got rejected from a PhD application, and in a classic fashion of trying to challenge the status quo, I'm trying to prove a point by doing this particular pilot project online, and I'm going to film it and record my journey about it. So you guys are welcome to try and understand what I'm trying to do. And if you're watching this, whoever kind of rejected me, I hope you understand this was a potential thing. You would know at the end of the year if it was a potentially good PhD topic, but I'm going to do it online anyway, and I'm going to just put out all my results, all my theories online, whether that may be right or wrong or whatever. We are just going through the process together in sort of like trying to challenge the status quo and trying to topple the whole academic system on its feet. Big words, but let's see what happens. So but first, come with me for a run and I'll tell you the background of everything that I'm trying to do.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
Sorry. Thanks.
You're welcome.
It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. The raindrops keep falling.
And when the
on my
borderline
head,
is tau equals 0, the eigenvalues are
doesn't mean
someone,
my life will
please.
soon be turning red.
0.23 electron volts.
For me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining.
Excellent work today, Parker. Keep it up.
Because I'm free, nothing's worrying me.
Hello guys, today I'm here at the beautiful Regent's Canal, and I love the places in it. Someday I'll live here, but point being is these old people really need something new, and I think we have to do something new. So yeah, here I came across this very beautiful cafe which was on the way, and it was like a trail sort of thing to get up, and then there was like a beautiful church, and it's basically for peddlers and pets and like whoever wants to stop by sort of thing. I had like a very good hot chocolate there. Okay, so what I'm hoping or trying to do is sort of get machine learning. I won't say AI as such, it's just like attention and transformers. It's nothing that great, but try to get these sort of rudimental parts and try to apply it for infectious disease and understanding resistance at a granular level, in which I can try and find TB resistance mechanism, the host pathogen interaction mechanism. Oh my hair. But so basically I'll try to find some kind of mechanism in which it actually works with the help of AI. Again, AI is basically just attention and transformers by now. We have to update a lot of things with that, but basically trying to do something. Again, this, if it's like a online PhD, then it would be like the first year, in fact my first day, so I don't really know a lot of things, and things are supposed to be changing as the years go by, at least days go by, and I'll be able to have a much more defined hypothesis in which I'll be able to do something much more. So right now the AI, or like anything that you want to call it, it's just doing protein folding, and again it's like a very big thing, but we are so behind in the evolutionary tactics that the bacteria uses or the viruses use, and I feel that we are always one step behind. So trying to get one step ahead in understanding how the disease mechanism works and trying to combat antimicrobial resistance would be the thing that I would be doing. I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to record everything that I'm doing online. So trying to change the status quo of PhD things that happen, because we have this online platform and we could just use it. And if the question is about peer review and like journal impact, I don't really need it. I mean, I would require peer review, but journal impact factor, I'm not really behind that. So yeah, my chocolate is getting cold, and this is like a church thingy near Regent's Canal. Behind is, I don't really know where I am, but hopefully I'll be able to go back soon. Bye. I'll actually try and talk out my thought process, because maybe just talking out would help. So what I'm trying to understand from the whole antimicrobial resistance things are, there's a disease, or like there's a specific disease happening in the human body, and the cells or either the bacteria have developed some mechanism in which they modify or become resistant to the existing medication. That's the antimicrobial resistance part. The resistance part is a natural phenomenon in which there's nothing unnatural about it. It's always going to develop resistance, because that's how evolution works, and we would always be one step behind. Now, understanding why resistance develop could be one major part of it, because our medications were previously working, and if there's some random mutation, I can understand that. But if it's through a misuse of antibiotics, I feel that is in our control, and then we messed up, sort of thing. So we have to understand how to make sure that we don't mess up, even when we have the means necessary to not mess up, right? So even if we developed some kind of drugs which combat antimicrobial resistance, how do we make sure that we don't mess up as a human race? We don't mess up that, even if it's like you have all the tools necessary and you're still not able to make sure that you're getting the things done. So that is somewhere I feel we are going wrong, and that comes with TB medication, because if just keeping track of your medication, like just eating the medication every day, lack of access is another issue, but even if you have access to medication, you're just not eating your medication, and that is why resistance, or like you have to like take the medications for like another 6 months or something. If that's the reason why, then we are majorly messing up. So I feel understanding the propensity for adherence of several drugs could be a way to go. I feel it would be somewhere on a social science perspective as well, or maybe I'm trying to connect it to neurological, maybe not epigenetics, because I feel it could there's something happening. But yeah, is that a school? There's an announcement happening, but regardless, so what I'm trying to do is trying to connect. Oh, I feel it's a station, Paddington or something. So what I'm trying to do is trying to connect, make sure that we have the tools necessary to measure the propensity of taking certain medications by the users. So either it could be influenced by some healthcare services. So is it disproportionately affecting male versus female gender ratios, or is it specifically on the type of, like, maybe medication that you're taking, or maybe the number of days that you have to take the medication? So what factors do influence the propensity to take a particular medication? Because that is in crux that how resistance can develop. If, suppose, for example, how many times has it happened to you that if you have like a 10-day course, you just take like 6 days, and if, like, by the 6th day, if you think, oh, the you don't feel the dis-ease, you just stop taking the medications. That is how, at least the people that I know, and even I have done that several times, but that is not the correct way to go forward. And even if, like, the doctors say that we have to take 10 days the medication course, is it correct? Is it an arbitrary number? How, like, I understand there are several different mechanisms at play, but we have to understand it at a much more mechanistic, basic level for us to help and try to combat antimicrobial resistance. Again, I'm talking about the resistance that we can stop, but we somehow are not stopping. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm not really sure how this would go forward, like how this would look moving forward, but I want a really big dog, like as big as possible. I want a bear, but so let's see how this could go forward. Trying to sum up, trying to measure propensity of users taking the medication. Is it dependent on the biology, the disease transmission, or like any kind of biological factor? Is it dependent on psychological factor? Is it just the amount of medication that you have to take, or is it like access or something like that? Or is it something else, like maybe the type of healthcare you're taking from? Is it disproportionately affecting your kind of adherence levels or something? So we have to understand that, and if we do understand that, then we would be able to maybe try and mitigate antimicrobial resistance. Again, this parallelly with, if we are able to figure out how to actually reverse the resistance, that is again utopia. And you know what the Greeks said, about utopia, the place that never existed, right? Oh, a biker fell. Damn. I'll go and try to help. Okay, he's all right. Oh, this is someone from Mumbai. Why am I saying Bombay? Someone from Mumbai. His statue is there. Oh, it's Jahangir, Sir Crosby Jahangir, companion of the Star of India. It's his statue. Why did I say Bombay? I feel bad. But the cyclist was okay. He started cycling again, and the dog did not know what to do, so he started jumping, and it's just fun. Dogs are fun. So I want a bear, like, as not a bear, but maybe a Great Dane. I would really love that. So coming back to Resistance, so yeah, I was talking about utopia, maybe the place that never existed or the place that never will be. uh, very very nicely named thing. Okay, so going back to what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is maybe something new, maybe looking it from a different angle, from a different perspective. Because what if all this could be mitigated and we don't have to understand? I mean, we could understand, but it could be mitigated much earlier. So that is what I'm trying to hope for. And if we first are able to try to find the propensity of like taking a medication, and if we can increase that somehow by I don't really know how to do it, but we would do it somehow. I'm not sure. Okay, bye. I'm thinking how rich would be the Prince Regent, because he has such a huge amount of land, and then he even like had the canal named after him. Like, how rich do you have to be? Okay, so I'll invite you to join with me on this journey, and hopefully we'll be able to do something great. After that, and I came to the school to poop, and then I actually went to the library to read in the reading way. Very, very bizarre. One thing I'd like to tell you guys is I try not to get any kind of external funding or sponsorship by any kind of people. I'll try to keep this as independent research as possible, and hopefully you understand what I'm trying to do here. And yeah, and then I went to watch a movie, Bridget Jones. And I know you are coming from like a very scientific background, but as it said in the movie, I hope you see the magic in all of this. I hope you see it. Bye.